going on, man? I'm here to talk about open carry and stuff like that in the Second Amendment. Um, this is gonna be a video, really like an introductory video to my new channel and my website that I'm starting soon called SecondAmendmentForever.com. Stay tuned for that. Well, there's a lot of anti-gun organizations out there, as far as Mothers Demand Action. Man, I forget so many of them. Mothers that Demand Action. Uh, I'll get back to you because I'm having a brain freeze right now because I don't remember all these any gun organizations, but there's a lot of them. Now, pretty much, um, I respect the Second Amendment. I'm like super Second Amendment supporter. I'm hardcore Second Amendment. I'll never change that because the right to self-defense is not the government's business to tell us what can we carry or and what we cannot carry. Especially when they got nuclear weapons, you have the right to tell us that we can't have a handgun or a rifle, or a shotgun. But I just want to talk about open carry real fast, man. I'm coming from New York, where there's no open carry, there's no concealed carry, really. They allow you to in New York City particularly, they allow you to apply for concealed carry to give the illusion that it exists in that city when it really doesn't, so they can take your money. It costs almost at least probably up to $1,000 for you to even apply, and then you still might not get it. 95% of the time, you're not gonna get it because it's up to the NYPD if they feel like you should have it, and they're not gonna issue it to you. It's not gonna happen like that, and that's an infringement on Second Amendment. I don't care what the state constitution in New York says, because pretty much the state constitution in New York, it doesn't have anything about bearing arms in it. If you read it, maybe I was missing parts in it, but I've read a few parts of the New York state constitution and it doesn't say anything about bearing arms, but the U.S. Constitution does, and that's important. Um, how I feel about open carry. When I moved here to Virginia, I didn't know much about the gun laws here. I had to read up on it. I met a friend I worked with. He had his gun on his hip, and I was like, man, you better put that away. I don't want no cops pulling you over. I didn't know. And he's like, nah, man, you ain't got to do that here. Here, we can open carry here. We can open carry here. So, you ain't got to worry about that. We can open carry, concealed carry, with a permit and all that other stuff. Which a permit is also asking the government for permission to carry a firearm. I can't lie, I myself did go get a carry permit. Then you start reading through the years how unconstitutional it is. I don't see the need for one. Besides to keep you out of trouble from police that will still not follow their oath. And they'll lock you up if they catch you carrying concealed in Virginia and other places as well without the concealed carry, which is totally against their oath. But they don't see it like that. So I can kind of understand why most people want to get their concealed just to stay out of trouble and they don't want to get a felony. But sometimes you got to take that risk, man. If you really all for freedom, you got to take that risk. I know that now. I learned the laws here, and pretty much I open carried before I had my concealed. I open carry one time, and it just feels strange to me. I respect open carry. I just don't like it personally for me because I don't like the idea of somebody looking at my gun when I got my back turned, or somebody can come into a place and then they'll pick me off first because they see me with a firearm. That's usually the case. If somebody wants to shoot or rob a bank, or what they do first when they want to rob a bank, they go right for the armed guard. They kill him, take his gun, because he's the most threatening that they can perceive as the highest threat. So they'll take him out first. So I don't have a problem with open carrying as far as handguns in a way, but I recommend people just keep that concealed, man. Just to keep away from all of the problems. You don't want to keep going, cops coming up to you on this bullshit. Well, that in Virginia is different, but other states mostly they respect open carry with handguns. The problem is when you see people carrying open rifles, open carrying shotguns, open carrying rifles in Walmart, Chili's. That's when everybody mostly have an issue. But these antis, they don't want us carrying nothing open, but they really have a fit when we carry rifles in Walmart. And I'm gonna talk about that in a moment. How I feel about all of that as well. I respect the Second Amendment. I totally do. As far as open carry, I just think when you open carrying rifles in Walmart and stuff like that, you kind of asking for these fucking idiots to, you giving them ammo to to challenge us. Even though it's alright to carry the gun into a Walmart, it's alright to open carry a rifle or a handgun in Walmart. The rifle is kind of extreme when it compared to them. They look at it as extreme. I look at it as your right, but at the same time, I also look at it as kind of silly in a sense, because you know what these guys are trying to do, and they push for more of these idiot congressmen to block us from carrying guns and trying to take out. They're already trying to take out guns, so we don't need to see. I personally feel like this about carrying rifles and shotguns in public openly. I feel like you're gonna carry a rifle in public. It's only for a reason. I feel like you should leave your rifle home, train with it, shoot with it. Your rifle only need to come out if it's a real reason for it to come out. If it's a civil disturbance or a conflict, that we know where our guns is at, keep them clean. Me personally, I would never open carry my rifle in a public setting like that. But unless it's a protest or something, I would do it at a protest. If there's a protest comes up, they're trying to ban open carry or something, I'll show my support and open carry at the state capitol, stuff like that. But as far as me open carrying my rifle at a Walmart or at a Target or something like that, I just think it really makes no sense to do that. Even though you have the right, it really makes no sense to do that. You're just drawing unnecessary attention. You're drawing unnecessary attention to yourself when you do that. You know what I mean? So why even do that? So